Welcome everyone to the Winter Classic. Happy Christmas Eve to all those that celebrate it. For some it is just a normal day, so sup boys and girls and everyone else. How's it going? We've got an action-packed matchup for today's Winter Classic, and well, I'm just gonna jump straight into the business of this matchup. Jump on in, because this is going to be pretty gosh darn good from my perspective. But yes, we're set for action here in the Winter Classic. Hard to believe we're verging on the halfway point of the entire tournament. We load into the arena for this matchup where wrestling has more than one royal family. At the showdown, the undisputed world heavyweight champion is in action. American Nightmare looking ready, fired up for this one.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Rhodes, round one of this tournament, earned a massive victory up against Big Daddy Drew McIntyre. The Big D, the Sapphire champion, losing out obviously to the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. An expected outcome, even though the two were fairly well matched. Tonight, Rhodes looking to maintain that momentum, going up against someone who also netted victory in their matchup.
And his opponent from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, Bryan Danielson.
The American Nightmare faces the American Dragon as Bryan Danielson looks ready, looks eager to be taking center stage for this matchup. In his last outing, he faced up against Zack Sabre Jr. in an affair that, well, went in favor of the American Dragon pretty decisively. Obviously, then Sabre went on to face Big Daddy Drew in a count-out victory, which kind of shocked us really here in IPW. Countouts don't typically come to pass as much anymore, but obviously in the tournament, countouts, DQs all result in a splitting of the points, and well, it keeps this men's Division 1 pretty interesting, considering the fact that, well, there are stars lined up here, all with points. I believe this is the only division with that case, but that can obviously change with matches tomorrow night as well. We've turned our attention back to this matchup, Rhodes and Danielson, starting off with a bit of chain grappling. Rhodes surprisingly getting the better of the situation, goes for the early pin here. Well, it's not going to net him a victory. It's certainly setting a tone, setting the state of the matchup that the American Nightmare wants to show why he is champion against the guy that was first to ever win the championship Rhodes is holding. You have to go back to January 1st, New Year's Clash, where Danielson won the inaugural Winter Classic to garner himself the belt that sits around the waist of Cody Rhodes right now. This is certainly a good tester. We haven't seen Danielson, as we said, when he returned against Sabre. We haven't seen him in action in IPW quite a long period of time. This tournament is a good place to see the skills, the prowess that the American Dragon has, and why he was such a potent champion atop of this IPW roster. Now, right now, he's in a bit of a dire situation, though. Getting bitch slapped by Rhodes, not something you typically want to be seeing if you are an American Dragon fan here tonight. Now, as this matchup continues to roll on, the focus has to shift onto if Rhodes can maintain the momentum. Danielson is a comeback kind of guy, likes to fight back, and this might be the beginning of it. Inverted DDT brings down Rhodes, and now the educated feet of Danielson can come into effect as he begins to stomp away and fire off boots to the back of Cody. Danielson keeping the pressure on. Double axe to the back. Rhodes back up quite quickly, but he's immediately into an onslaught of offense from Danielson. Big time half and half suplex there from Danielson. Gets Rhodes down, but Cody trying to bounce back, gets up first. He's stomping away into the American Dragon. It's honestly hard to believe that these two haven't really had a big time matchup together. Obviously, when both of them were in WWE together, Rhodes was kind of only seen as a mid-card kind of guy. Nothing atop the card as he hits the bionic elbow. In AEW, they narrowly missed each other, I believe. But even then, Rhodes still a mid-card kind of guy. Obviously, TNT Championship, he kind of built for himself as his kind of project. Granted, then did leave the company quite soon into AEW, and well, now both still sit on opposite shows as a big time bulldog here. Maybe showcasing why Rhodes is on top right now, and he is the #1 star as he's off the top, hits the Cody Cutter, and down into the pin he goes. Danielson laid out, busted open as well here by Cody. Rhodes keeping the pressure on. Tries to go crossroads. Can't get it. Instead, he eats a Boo Psycho knee. Busting open Rhodes, and both men bleed as this matchup begins to heat up. The American Dragon starting to maybe fire into this. The comeback we said is his style of play. Could be starting to be unloaded. Big time backdrop suplex there from Danielson, who's looking to fly. We could have a flying goat on our hands. Dropping the axe and into a pin. Kind of a laden pin as well. It was slow to push Rhodes over, only netting the 1 count. But the American Dragon not done, as we say, up big time. Snap vertical suplex. I'm going to maintain the pressure. charging in and hitting that drop kick. The American Dragon quick with the offense. He's fighting back, dodging the shots from Rhodes, and well, that's set up for the S-kicks. He's looking to knock his head clean off with that one. Danielson not done. Arm hooked into the label, locked in. Wrenching back, will Rhodes tap? No, is the answer we get, but it looked pretty tight in, and Rhodes could have tapped out to the inaugural champion. Coronation DDT from the American Nightmare, fighting back here against the American Dragon. Pinfall only nets a 2 here for Rhodes. Needs a little more to deal with Bryan here, who's really setting himself apart from the rest of the field here in the Division 1. Rhodes big knee. Now he's going to utilize that shot to set up Danielson around the back. Hooks him up and Crossroads connects. Spikes him into the mat. You can see where the blood splatter lands. That head ricocheted off the apron, and so much blood is scattered around this ring as Rhodes locking it in. Figure 4 applied. Danielson, obviously submission specialist, can get out of this. Wisely, Rhodes relinquishes said hold, but he's not done punishing them feet. Continuing to apply pressure to the legs, the hamstring, the knee of Danielson. Up top goes Bryan. Lines up Rhodes. Missing though with that drop kick. Cody capitalizing on the mistake. Drops the knee. And now, fired up. Ready to go. Big time Bulldog connects. But the issue for Rhodes is he can't keep that momentum going as Danielson turning the tide. Looking to maybe stomp his head in. Danielson sends Rhodes running. Arm drag takedown from Danielson. Maintains the pressure here onto Rhodes. Off the ropes he goes and over the top. Snapping that head back. Giving him whiplash. Rhodes catching Danielson. Off guard, he played possum. Hit him with the crossroads and goes for the cover. This could be it, and it is. Rhodes bides his time and snipes back with the winning shot. Out of nowhere, that crossroads came and ended this match. It was at a moment I felt that maybe Danielson would have gone to set up that Boo Psycho knee, but unable to do so. Because the American Nightmare had had enough and shut him down. This is why Rhodes has surpassed expectations, risen to the top of IPW, and now netted himself a victory against the former champion. Rhodes hits the 6 points in this tournament. And tomorrow, there will be a chance for his fellow top champ to do the exact same.
Here is your winner, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
As we finish out round 2 tomorrow, We'll see you then for IPW's Winter Classic, Day 10, Christmas Day. You don't want to miss it. Happy holidays.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings.